Of course, I mean, collation seems to be a story of the past few hours. The counting of the votes and all of that, it seems to be the story of the past few hours. What has happened now is the fact that the election for precisely Southern Ijaw will be continued tomorrow. That's according to what the INEC national chairman who briefed the press talked about about an hour and a half ago. They said that the materials couldn't get to that area, that local government, early enough, and there were disturbances. So some of the words that he gave from all of the things that we've seen so far today, from some of the reports that we have given, he just confirms the fact that things did not go perfectly in some areas, and that's the reason why INEC is saying in some of those areas it will be continued tomorrow, and that is the reason they gave. Mr. Mustafa Lekki, one of the national commissioners, was the one who gave the press conference, who actually addressed the media and some of the observers. I'll allow you to quickly hear from him exactly what he said at that press conference. And this is what he said.
Progress with the gubernatorial election in Bayelsa, which started today. As you know, as at yesterday, all men and materials required for this election have been successfully deployed to all the local government areas and our registration area centers as planned. By 6 a.m. today, this morning, on election day, materials and men had actually moved to the polling units and voting points. Random checks and monitors reports coming to us show that majority of polling units were activated on time at 8 a.m. However, in a number of places, especially in southern Ijaw local government area, we experienced major disturbances and challenges, and these were occasioned by severe militant activities. As a result of these developments, and in working in conjunction with security agencies, our first concern was to take steps to stabilize the situation, to ensure the safety of electoral officials and the security of materials. Because of this development, deployment from southern Ijaw local government area and RACs to PU, polling units, especially to distant places, could not be undertaken in good time for accreditation and voting to commence and conclude. This situation has now been stabilized, and we are therefore in a position now to continue voters accreditation and voting in affected areas, which will now commence at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning with the activation of all the relevant polling units in this affected area. It's possible that some vehicular movement may be restricted only in these affected areas, which is mostly in southern Ijaw and a few pockets of places. In the majority of other areas across the state, exercise has progressed reasonably well, and we look forward to concluding the entire process by tomorrow. We thank all stakeholders, especially the good people of Bayelsa, for their patience and cooperation to deliver a free, fair, credible, and conclusive election. Thank you very much.
All right. That is it, exactly what he said. Mr. Mustafa Lekki, one of the national commissioners who actually told the press. There are a lot of questions that were asked about what exactly cost is, and some of the question on how voters will have to come out tomorrow, what effort INEC is making to make sure that this happens. Just in 30 seconds, let me quickly bring my colleague Oyindobra, who also monitored this election in some other places. Just give us, just in a few seconds, give us an understanding of what happened in some of the areas where you covered.
Okay, I covered Sagbama local government area, which is the local government of the Governor Seriaki Dixon. For Sagbama local government, the elections was peaceful. People came out early, they queued up, they did the accreditation. Apart from the faulty card readers when it has to do with authenticating their footprint, everything went smoothly. We went to OD local government and everything was smooth. All right.
Very good. I mean, that is it there from my colleague Dobra. Of course, some other of our reporters who are on the ground will cover this election as time goes on. We'll be able to hear from all of them. And it's back to you in the studio now.